All right.
You hear the music, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Hello. Welcome to the first Knuckles FM Live show. It's not going to be too perfect. This is the first one.
Trial and error.
Just making sure I'm live. Don't want to start it and then. Oh. I think I'm live. Hello?
I'll check on my phone as well. Let me see.
Yep, sounds like it. All right, bet. What is up, guys? Welcome to the stream. I'm joined here with my buddy John.
What's up? What's up?
He is my Marvel book, basically. Any question I need with Marvel, he is the guy I go
know
to. We were talking about the Marvel casting. They announced the casting of Doomsday, and John has so much to talk about on it. So I'm like, let's just come on. We'll do the show live. This will be the first Knuckles FM live and whatnot, because there's a lot to talk about, to be honest.
Indeed.
This is the first live show, so it's gonna be a little rusty. I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to look at chat. All right, if you wanna, what were your thoughts? Because you Snapchatted me when they were announcing it. I had no idea.
I was freaking out.
Well, so apparently, what was it? They were announcing. They just started a live stream, and then they just started announcing names.
So I didn't catch it at first. I was on TikTok, and I seen some guy live streaming the live stream, and he was typing names. And I'm like, oh, this is AI. What the hell is this? What's he doing? Is he making his fan cast? I don't know what he's doing. And then I read chat, and I had to type. I'm like, dude, what's going on? I had to type 3 or 4 times. And then he finally realized, oh, some people don't know what's going on. And then he directed me to, oh, this is the Doomsday reveal of the casting. And keep in mind, when I caught it, they were on Patrick Stewart. So when I seen that, I was like, holy shit. That's an X-Men character. That's Professor X.
We're doing this.
They're really doing it. I mean, he did come back in Multiverse of Madness. Spoiler warning. It wasn't the main one, but still, it was a variant. Killed instantly.
Yeah.
Killed instantly by Wanda. Which is, I mean, yeah, she's very strong, but...
They did him dirty in that movie.
They did, especially being with part of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
With Mr. Fantastic.
Bro.
Captain Marvel. Mrs. Marvel, I think it was, as well. I'm not too sure.
No,
Forget.
It was, yeah, no, it was, whoever the Captain America.
Well, yeah,
Captain Carter.
Captain Carter, and
That's
then they
who it was.
had the black woman as well, who is in Miss Marvel, I think.
Yeah,
Or is in the
she
Marvels.
she was that version of Captain Marvel, or
Captain Marvel, that's what it is.
yeah,
okay.
that's what it is.
So yeah.
What do you call it? And Black Adam.
Black Adam?
Is it Black Adam?
DCU?
Oh my god.
Shazam.
No, who, what is his name? Gosh, darn it. Black Bolt?
I think that's his name, yeah, where he doesn't talk.
Yeah, where his main power is talking.
Yeah.
And they
Echo
did
waves.
everybody on their dirty as shit. I'm
Very.
not gonna lie. Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, John Kronowski, I believe his last name is. Perfect casting. Perfect casting for fan cast too for years when it comes to like fan cast, and they killed him 30 seconds in.
Brutally.
I think he was no, he wasn't the first death. He was the second death.
No, he was the first one. No, it was Black Bolt.
Because yeah, he said Wanda, Black Bolt can easily kill you with his mouth. She said, "What mouth?"
Yeah, it's like, thanks for giving away his
right,
only actual power. Like,
and with it being the Illuminati, it's like, dude,
y'all are dumb.
this Mr. Fantastic is the best of the best. Besides, what's
the original?
No, there's not an original. I mean, the original too, yes, but I forget his name. The Professor? I don't know. It's where Reed Richards goes evil, and they have a skin on him on Rivals.
Yeah, when he's on he looks like a Flash variant.
Yeah, with like the long head.
A bicycle helmet.
Yeah, well, it's because his brain. That's his whole entire brain.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's so smart, and he like created his own world, and
Bro.
it was really good. It's a really good comic line.
But yeah, so we have a lot to discuss because pretty much we got all the casting so far for the movie. John's got some notes. I've got some thoughts. We're pretty hyped for the movie. We have quite a bit to discuss. A lot of it is predicting what the movie is going to represent and how we're gonna get to I guess we're just gonna get what we're gonna get, and we're gonna figure out when it gets to it. I'm pretty excited for it because it's finally a point to where Marvel seems like it's back. Starting off with the announcement, super exciting as a fan. As a fan of Marvel, this is actually like, oh, awesome, we're back. Like, this is cool. But apparently a lot of people didn't like it. What were your thoughts to the people who were completely bitching about? Sorry if I ruined your Snapchat.
No, you're good. Honestly, fucking crybabies, dude. Like, the only reason I thought they bitched about it for so long, or the reason they were bitching, because it was so long. But how are you gonna get, what is it, like, almost like 20 names? Maybe 20 some?
I think it was up to 20.
Yeah,
maybe
for sure.
30.
How are you gonna get that many people to set their dates and all meet up to do a live reveal?
Exactly.
What did you want? Oh, a short teaser of all their fucking names, like a 30-second video with some dramatic music.
Yeah, basically.
This was a great way to do it because I have said Marvel has definitely fallen downhill, which it has, compared to Endgame and everything else. But what did you want? What did you want? Like, everyone's going to fucking cry about something. And every little thing they're going to cry about, you're going to have people who like it. I liked it.
Yes.
I personally thought it was a great way to do it. Sure, it was a little long, but the way they transitioned into each chair, they had music giving you like a little tease for 30 seconds of who it was going to be. And we'll get into some of the names. When I heard this one music close to the end,
Yeah.
I was in my living room after work, about to go to sleep because I work fucking night shift. Sadly, I jumped up for joy. I started screaming like a little girl, like a little kid in a fucking candy shop. So I wasn't upset. I don't know how you feel.
I'm lit for it.
Yeah, I thought it was a great way to transition into reviewing the cast. So
Well, you were Snapchatting me, like, oh, he was announced. He was announced. Oh my goodness! And to me, as a fan, like, granted, I don't have 8 hours to sit down and watch it.
right? No.
What was awesome about it is if I would have known it was happening, because that would have been 5 hours into it, or we were close to the end by the time you were telling me.
Yeah, there was only
So-
about an hour and a half left when I found out.
So if we knew about it earlier, then throughout every hour of the day, we'd be like, oh, he just got announced. Cool.
Right.
Oh, he just got announced. Cool. This is a good day. No,
For sure.
It was the way they did it. I think they did perfectly fine. People just complaining because the age of where we're at, everyone is fed with a golden spoon of entertainment with Marvel. I'm not going to lie. They were fed greatness, and now they don't know what to do with it. Mainly for the simple fact of they just want it, like, give me it now. They can't wait. They're not patient because they think they deserve it. Like, hey, I need this now.
Exactly, I totally agree.
It was so annoying seeing it. It was like, oh, they made me watch it for 8 hours. Like, they didn't make you.
Yeah, dude, put it on in the background. You're gonna hear the music change when a chair's revealed. Go on in your day. Put it on in your earbuds. Continue working. Continue cleaning your fucking dirty ass house. Like, why cry about something when this something is gonna be, mark my words, bigger than Endgame?
Yes.
I mean, with the cast reveal, I don't know what they're doing. I have theories, and we'll get into that. Maybe it's X-Men versus the Avengers alongside Doom, maybe controlling the X-Men. I don't know, because we definitely got some Avenger members that I don't think are going to be variants. I think the X-Men characters are going to be variants, and it will lead its way into the mutants later on. But I don't know. I just know that I was happy with the reveal.
No,
I was very happy.
they definitely cooked because, like you said, I after Endgame, I thought Marvel was done.
Yeah, there's a good couple movies and shows. You know, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I think that's what it's called, right?
That was the show.
The show.
The
yeah.
show was good.
The show was good.
I enjoyed that one.
I do like the guy who played the U.S. agent.
Fuck.
He was in Black Mirror.
Yes.
He played that video game one in the Black Mirror. Thought that was a phenomenal episode. And I do like Anthony. What's his name?
Anthony Mackie.
Mackie. I like him as Captain America.
He is a good Captain America. I haven't seen the movie yet. The Captain America movie.
I've seen bits and pieces of it through. I shall not say where I watched it, but I have seen clips.
I've seen what kind of what happens. Obviously, spoilers, whatnot. Mainly, I still blame COVID for spoilers, only for the fact of I think it messed up the toy line.
I did see
timing.
that. The McDonald's toys and shit.
Well, that, and then you got so pretty much like before the movie's out, like a month before, they're already toys out.
Yeah, that too. Like with Hasbro,
Yes.
McFarlane, all that. Yeah.
But no, this coming back, like obviously, like you said, after Endgame, you had some good bangers, but it was like, where are we going with this? Like, is we just wrapping up all these stories? Because I felt like we weren't going anywhere.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't watch She-Hulk.
I did, and I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, it looked okay. Definitely not my style of Avengers and MCU Marvel like TV shows or movies. It seemed more of like a comedy.
Yes.
And I don't think it wanted to be. You had Megan Thee Stallion twerking.
Bro.
I don't know what that was, but
we can't go from Tony sacrificing everything for Megan Thee Stallion twerking with She-Hulk.
I agree. It was very odd. And then you had Daredevil hooking up with She-Hulk.
Which, granted, didn't they do that in the comics?
I do believe so, yes.
Yo, She-Hulk gets around in the comics from what I saw.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she does from everything I've seen and read.
Yeah. But yeah, so they were announced. We got what we needed. There's quite a bit of X-Men names in here.
Indeed.
So we can go ahead and start getting into our theories and whatnot. So I think you brought this up, and then from what I've seen online from other people talking, it's leaning towards, obviously, we're not going to get the exact X-Men from early 2000s X-Men movies. We are, but aren't. It's not going to be them. It's going to be variants of them, like the way Wolverine was in Deadpool.
Yeah. Well, with Miss Marvel, the ending of Miss Marvel, I think that's what it's called, right? Or the Marvels.
The Marvels. Yeah, the Marvels.
The Beast shows up, played by the actor from the 2000s. I forget his name. It is... I don't have his name on here for some reason. Or I do. Okay. Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer reprised his role in the Marvels as the Beast. My theory is around that is that the X-Men we will be seeing in Doomsday are his X-Men team. Even Channing Tatum. I don't think Channing Tatum's going to find his way out of the void. Less than Loki has something to do with it because Loki is back as well. Very excited for that. I really hope Thor and Loki have interactions.
They need it.
Because the last time they had interaction, it was not the greatest.
No. I think Thor needs that closure for sure. Because in his mind, everyone around him died.
Yeah. I mean, for sure.
He's alone now with this child, which if Thor's coming, the child's coming, I think.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
No doubt. Because I didn't watch Love and Thunder.
You didn't watch that?
I know the comic line that they went with, I forget her name, but his love interest came back.
Jane?
She had like cancer or something,
Jane,
right?
Jane Foster came back as, I'm about to say She-Thor.
Yeah, basically.
Thor, but a woman.
And she died at the end. Spoiler.
Yep, spoilers.
Sorry.
No, she did a good job in there, honestly.
Yeah,
it was a good movie, but from being promoted as the God Butcher That was it, right?
The God Butcher. That's one reason I didn't want to watch it.
In the comics, way different characters.
Yeah,
from what the movie is.
Being played by Christian Bale too.
Bro, he did such a good job acting. 100%.
Phenomenal actor.
But what the fuck was that? Like, I was expecting him to I was gonna see him. The giant dog, which granted, I don't think in the comics you see him kill it either.
Cerberus?
I don't know. It was the giant
three-headed dog?
No, it was like a Titan monster. They slayed it easily.
I don't know. In the movie?
Yeah, in the movie and in the comics.
Oh, wow.
There was like a giant Titan that Thor comes to see, like, oh, what is happening?
Right.
When they start learning about him. I don't know. I feel like the God Butcher could have been done a little bit better.
Oh, yeah. I agree. I think most fans would agree, too, and I haven't seen the movie, and I agree. That's one reason I didn't want to see it, is because I heard that they portrayed the God Butcher very poorly. And it was Christian Bale. What are you doing? How do you fuck that up?
Yeah.
And
isn't in the comics the blade, like the black goo on it, isn't that Venom? It's a symbiote.
I don't think it's Venom. It is part of. I think it has to do with something with Null.
Oh, okay.
I think it is Null's sword.
Okay,
if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was something with like the symbiote and whatnot.
Which considering Null is a symbiote, it has
that's fair.
partial like ties in with the symbiote.
But so pretty much, we got X-Men coming in. So pretty much, a lot of people were starting to say, I think you even started saying it too, X-Men versus Marvel. Now, is this what? Okay, I'll just let you go on your synopsis. I think that's the correct term for that. On what you think the plot of this, like how we're like, because there's a lot of X-Men in this movie compared to the Marvel's Avengers, because granted, half of them are all dead, and we got the new Avengers. Where are we going in this, really, that you think?
I think that we are going to partially enter the battle world, which for comic readers or non-comic readers, if you know anything about the DCU, when you have, what is it? It's not Elseworld. Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yes.
When all the worlds come together, all the multiverse worlds come together, that is Battleworld. And I think that is Doom's plan. I think Doom is going to try and control all of Earth by bringing in multiple Earths and mashing them into one. I don't know how he's going to do it. But if you guys aren't familiar with leaks and everything, there was concept art from the movie.
I remember seeing the concept art.
Concept art showed Chris Pratt and White Vision from the Wanda series hanging out on a couch. They showed Star-Lord, the kid Miss Marvel.
It was Star-Lord with I think it's is it Juan? Whoever was with Doctor
Shao-Chi?
Strange. No, whoever.
Juan.
Is it Juan?
Yeah.
Him and Juan are like leading the Young Avengers.
Yeah.
Which, that would be the only way I'd watch a Young Avengers movie.
Oh yeah,
I'm
for
not
sure.
gonna lie.
For sure.
I think it's just kids in general. I can't fucking stand kids in movies like this.
I can't take them serious when it comes to some of their powers.
Yes.
I do like the girl who plays I forget her name. The young Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel girl. Kamala.
I think it's Kamala.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Harris.
her last name.
Harris. No.
Her powers are cool.
Her powers are really cool. Like the stretching and all that. It's more of a off-brand Mr. Fantastic, I guess. With elements of Mrs. Marvel tweaked into it. Captain Marvel. But no, with the other concept art, you do see Thor, She-Hulk, and then, or not Thor, Hulk, sorry. You see Hulk, She-Hulk, and then Hulk's son on a planet. Yes. Well, it seems to be a planet, but they are with other Hulk versions. Everyone around them is green. And then, to top it all off, we see Doctor Doom and it is the strongest variant of Doctor Doom. I can't think of the name right now. It's like Ultimate Doctor Doom.
I think it is Ultimate.
It's the strongest variant of Doctor Doom, and it's not like this. It's not normal. It's medieval. So all the indications, in my eyes, hint to Battle World.
Yes.
What Battle World is, all the multiverses come together onto one Earth, and with multiverses, obviously everything ain't gonna be the same. So there's versions that are present day, but still in the medieval times. So that's gonna be one location. The Hulk version is gonna be one location because there's Planet Hulk. That's gonna be somewhere. So maybe Texas or whatever. It's gonna be somewhere on basically. Earth. One glow, one Earth with multiple variants of different characters. So I think that the beast we see in the Marvels is going to get sucked in to this battle world, and maybe they have a revenge story somehow, and they blame the version of Miss Marvel that lands on their Earth at the end of the Marvels, and then they know that she's an Avenger. So maybe that's what leads into the X-Men versus the Avengers. Or Doctor Doom is controlling some part of the X-Men, or maybe brainwashes them. Not brainwashes them.
Convinces them
like,
hey,
to...
these guys are why you're doing, why we're here.
Yeah.
Now, so I do like that theory for sure. I hope we get to see that more.
Yeah, me too.
I want to see the Hulk village 100%.
Oh,
and I really want to see Star-Lord with the Young Avengers and whatnot.
I want to see him with White Vision.
That too.
That was such an odd pull.
He the fact that he was in the show, the WandaVision, and we haven't seen him since.
No,
he's been just gone. Which, I mean, I get it. Like, he's confused.
Yeah, for sure. Like a 2-year-old.
Yeah. Now, the theory that I saw when I was looking up this stuff as well, I think when you were, someone said that because we don't know, we're going to get into what our theories are with this Doctor Doom on like why he's even doing this. But someone was saying how he somehow got it to where, so how in Spider-Man, I think it's No Way Home, how with the other variants there and the two worlds were colliding.
Yes.
Someone thought, or someone gave their theory, that he's going to get the X-Men and Marvel, the X-Men and the Avengers universes in the same spot, to where their worlds are going to start trying to eat each other.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Whoever wins, their world stays.
Okay.
Pretty much how, I think that's how it was with the Doctor Strange shit, which, to be honest, with Doctor Strange not being in here is interesting, which, granted, there's still more to be announced.
Yeah, for sure.
But that was somebody's theory, and I could see that being the X-Men versus Avengers. It's like, hey, my world's better than your world. We're going to fight to see whose world stays. But I could also see how they both lose. And then that's how we get to the Doctor Doom medieval.
Yeah, the battle world.
He wins. Yeah, I think those two worlds will fight, which is X-Men world versus Avengers world. And then they'll both lose, and then we'll get the battle world, which is what Doctor Doom is controlling of. I saw that theory, and I'm like, I'm solid for that one too. But in realistic, it's too good to be true. So I 100% feel like we'll go more towards yours for sure.
If it sounds too good to be true, with Disney and Marvel, it's most likely too good to be true.
I just want to know, okay, I guess we can get into the Doctor Doom part. And you had a great theory for Doctor Doom. I don't know what this Doctor Doom is. Or I guess I know what he is, but I'm so confused on how he's going to be able to do what he can do in this movie.
Yeah. I saw a theory where, I'm going to butcher it because I don't remember it fully, but there was a theory on TikTok. Shout out the girl you're probably not watching, but if you are, it was because of you. I got the theory because of you. She said something around a variant of Tony Stark. Something happened to him when he snapped at Endgame. And as we know, it's only been a few years since Endgame. Who's the anchor?
Oh, yeah, the anchor.
Our MCU.
True.
All lines point to Tony Stark. I don't know who it would be if it was Captain America. Captain America's definitely dead.
I'll say, wasn't he the anchor? Didn't they say that in Deadpool on who the anchor was?
I don't think so. They could have. Maybe not. Maybe.
I don't remember.
If so, I wasn't paying attention.
While you're...
But basically the theory is the Tony Stark of our MCU snapped his fingers, and this caused. So, if you haven't seen the Fantastic Four trailer, go look it up. Come back. Come to this point in the live. Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, is drawing on a chalkboard, and you see like a wormhole kind of sketch. Well, that is a multiversal parallel tube. You can teleport yourself into that, go to basically any timeline you want. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. The theory reaches around that and the snap from Tony Stark. That Tony Stark also was creating a wormhole kind of thing. And also the Tony Stark had keep saves. So what that means is, if he died with the snap or during the time travel arc in the movie Endgame, he had a variant of himself programmed through the computer somehow, some way. That snap caused the Tony Stark that we know, or Victor Von Doom, I don't know what they're doing, but it caused him to snap or to have his world kind of turn to shit. And he becomes Doctor Doom that way. Also, I think that is true because my theory also leans into, at the end of Endgame, we hear a hammer hitting a mask, making a mask, the same sound, Tony Stark, the same sound from Iron Man 1, and Tony Stark was making his mask in the cave. My theory is the Russo brothers cook. The Russo brothers always cook. Some say Doomsday, all this shit wasn't going to happen. Dude, they're doing the Fantastic Four. That's been a plan forever. Even before the allegations with Jonathan Myers. With him being out, they're going the different route with Doomsday. But the Fantastic Four were always going to be a thing. So my theory reaches around this. The sound we heard at the end of Endgame was not Tony Stark making a mask. It was either Tony Stark or Victor Von Doom. I don't know what variant they're going to do. Probably Victor Von Doom. Just looks like Tony. Don't know. But it is him making the Doctor Doom mask. The Russo brothers cook. Like I said, I think they've been cooking this the entire time. I don't know if it's going to be a Tony Stark variant or if it's going to be a Victor Von Doom variant. But I think they're cooking. I think they are.
What I'm curious is if this will be, I don't know if it will, because the Fantastic Four, the newest one with Pedro and they were all pretty much announced for this movie.
Yeah.
All of
them were announced.
Will this be the same Doctor Doom, you think, from that universe?
Yes, I think so. I think Robbie Downer Jr. is going to show up
in there
in the end. I don't know if it will be post-credit scene. I don't know if it will be somewhere in the movie or hinted on. But Galactus and the Silver Surfer, his wife, the variant of his wife, are the two antagonists. But with Fantastic Four, you had to have Doctor Doom.
Yes, I was going to say, because he gets his powers the same way they did.
Basically, yeah.
They all go up to the space. So
yeah,
I wonder if that's why they haven't shown him yet.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they've shown him for a reason. I don't know if they will go a different route. I'm not too familiar with the comic lines when it comes to Fantastic Four because there's so many different variations of the comic lines. But I'm excited. I do think Robert Downey Jr. will show up in the Fantastic Four. I don't know if it'll be post-credit scene. I don't know if he'll be at the very end. I don't think he's gonna have a major role. I don't think he's gonna be in the movie by any means. But they're definitely gonna set him up. They have to set him up.
Because when's this movie coming out? It's
July 25th, I believe,
of next year.
This year.
No. I'm talking about Doomsday.
Oh,
next year, right?
2026, I believe. So yeah, next year.
Jesus, it's pretty fat. To be honest, for announcing this big of a movie and for it to be done next year is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Granted, I think what's hilarious is that we're at an age now, because before when we were little, we were just like, oh my goodness, new movie, because we just got the new trailer. We never knew when they were filming, and now we did see. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if it's fake or not, but it was the Cyclops photo on set.
I did not see that.
I think you would love it for sure.
I'll have to look it up real quick. Yeah, Cyclops is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I was going to say we can get into more of the X-Men that are showing up now. But no, I think that is when you first told me about the Doctor Doom, when Tony was building the helmet at the end, like the ding, I thought you could take it at first, like, oh, it's just a memorial to like Robert Downey.
Right.
But when you think of that, it's like, holy fuck. Because I could see Tony the way he always is that we've seen.
New mask, same task.
When Avengers, he had the vision that he got everyone killed. So he had a safe plan, which is Age of Ultron. And then it was like after that, he did another thing. Oh, what the fuck was it? Pretty much time travel. Once he figured out time travel, you know for a fact he had a backup plan. So
for sure. He figured out time travel within 24 hours.
Yeah, so I think he went in as well with Doom or like Victor in that universe, or it was like you said when he snapped, because the Russo brothers already confirmed that this Doom is connected to the snap.
Yeah.
Like something happened. So everyone's throwing out their theories, and I really like your theory on it because it makes the most sense. And I just really like the hammer.
Yeah.
It makes it sound so much cooler.
And plus the way I said they cook, they always throw subtle, small details into like announcements. And sure, Robert Downey Jr. could have came out with that line himself, but saying new mask, same task. What's a task? What is a task? I'm not too sure about that.
Are you like? Do you know, or are you just
I don't know.
I think it's the same. He wants to put a suit of armor around the world.
Okay,
that's what I kind of got from it.
That kind of plays into both of their like controlling ways.
Yes,
because
we saw Age of Ultron.
Yeah, Iron Man or Superior Iron Man, which I wish Tom Cruise would have played in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, that would have been nice if he was in there.
I mean, there was a chair missing, or there was a chair empty.
There wasn't there?
Yeah, there was.
We got robbed. We
did, indeed. But yeah, his plan worked. He put a armor around the world. So who's to say that Victor Von Doom's plan isn't that? I think he wants to conquer the world, but in a more sinister way than Tony Stark.
Yeah, this is true. Granted, because we've already seen the art for it, and he's sitting at a king's castle.
Yeah,
people are kneeling to him, and he's got invisible woman on his side, which she was confirmed for in the movie, so it's gonna happen.
For sure. With that being said, it could be variations.
True.
Who knows? I don't want to say it is, but I do want to say it is. I don't know. But if you guys have seen the leaks and they're still out there somewhere, if not Twitter, check Google. They're online. There is a character being held by, I believe it is like Hawkeye's daughter. I forget the actress. I forget the...
You're talking about Kate Bishop?
Yeah, I think that's the one that's also a servant to Doctor Doom.
Yeah,
because there's Doctor Strange as his right-hand man.
Yep.
Invisible Woman as his wife. And then I believe Kate as like another servant.
Yeah.
But she has someone chained up and that person's kneeling down to Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
If you zoom in, granted, it is concept art. There's not actual people. It's just drawings. If you zoom in on it, it kind of looks like Pedro Pascal. I have not seen anyone else say that. I don't know if it's me just being delusional and wanting it to happen. But it does look like him. And it would line in with Doctor Doom. I mean, Doctor Doom hates Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
He's one of the reasons
he ended up that way.
And who knows? Yeah.
Do you think they would? Nah, I think that's Sony. What was the failed Fantastic Four movie with Michael B. Jordan in it? Oh my God. Do you think
say that again?
The failed.
Say that again.
The failed Fantastic Four.
It's fantastic. Yeah, that
fantastic.
Say that again. That shit is so cringe. What was the Thane in that movie? A pile of rocks.
Yeah,
literally, I mean, granted, he is
rocks.
a pile of rocks, but that was the most ugliest Thane I've ever seen.
Bring them back just to get clobbered.
Michael B. Jordan was a good Johnny Storm. He has that cockiness, that handsome, like, playboy kind of feel. But Reed Richards, I love what's his name?
The actor who played him.
I forget his name. Miles Teller.
Yeah, he is a good actor.
Love Miles Teller. Love the actors who played Invisible Woman. Did not like her version of it.
No.
And yeah, it was a failed movie. It was by Sony though. I believe.
Oh, okay,
or maybe no.
I think it was
Fox.
Oh, I could see Fox.
It might have been Fox.
I could see Fox. I think where they failed on it, they tried to make it make sense.
Yeah, it made no sense.
With the Human Torch's suit, like, this is just for the flames. Like, this will help control it.
Yeah.
It's like, you didn't have to go this length.
No, not at all.
Bro, this is a comic book character. Like, we have a guy who turns into a giant green guy. You can't make that make sense. Fuck.
Yeah. Dogs are going crazy.
Yeah, imagine they show up in the movie just to get killed instantly.
Well, let me look it up real quick.
I'll say we can get more into the cast and whatnot and what you think their roles are going to be. Because for half the people that were announced, I'm just curious on what they're going to be doing. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I think it's Shang-Chi.
The Maker is the Mr. Fantastic's name.
The Maker?
The Maker. People with... Sorry to flip it.
No, you're fine. With
Mr. Fantastic,
there's a lot to talk about.
Drawing on that whiteboard.
Yep.
And you see the wormhole, like the multiverse shit that I was explaining earlier. If Miles Teller does show up, basically the Maker, the Fantastic Four timeline or comic line run with the Maker, Reed Richards was abused by his parents. He was basically neglected and kind of like forced himself to go insane. He started to study too much, lost his woman, kind of was a dickhead to Victor Von Doom, the Thane as well. Basically just an asshole all around. And he killed his own parents.
Oh my God.
He exploded their house with them in it. I think it was just his father, may have been his mother. But what I'm getting to is he failed his universe. His universe failed. And it was all because of him. If any version of the Mr. Fantastic show up, granted, the 70s, the 2000s, or the early 2010s, or maybe late 2010s, I'm not too sure when that movie came out. It was so shitty that I wiped it from my mind. It was a fail. That's exactly what I'm saying. They say Miles Teller should show up as the Maker, which would make sense.
That would make sense.
It would make sense. He was very smart, very Mr. Fantastic-like. It's just his universe failed.
I said that universe, he could be easily portrayed as like a darker version.
Yeah.
The whole that universe was dark. It was a darker.
Their suits are all dark.
Exactly.
The Maker suit is more darkish than bright blue and white. There's no 4 element on it. Exactly with the Maker, there's no 4. It would be cool to see. Do I think it's going to happen? No. No. But I like it.
I am super excited for this Fantastic Four's costumes. I love.
I think they're perfect.
Old fashion.
I
I
think
am
they're
waiting
perfect.
for it to come out. Like I could buy it. I probably will. Buy
Yeah.
it.
Oh, for sure.
That'll be my. I know you wanted to do Invincible, but I'll do that for Halloween.
yeah.
All right. The rest of the cast that we got in here. What do you think their roles are going to be? So we got the old Magneto, which is wild.
Would not have been my first choice for Magneto.
No,
I like the younger version of Magneto.
he does do Magneto
Way more.
very well. And this is the first time Magneto will be in the MCU too.
Yeah.
So kind of like we need him to like. Obviously, this is a different variant, so it's not like a main timeline guy. This is just another variant of who Magneto is and whatnot.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I'm excited for it. I am. Yeah, I'm excited for Magneto to show up for the first time in the MCU.
What are your thoughts on majority of the old early 2000s X-Men?
I'm excited. I'm excited. You got Nightcrawler, you got Cyclops, you got the old Mystique, which I thought they would probably do Jennifer Lawrence. I'm not mad about it though. I thought the Mystique from First Class was phenomenal. The only reason she turned away from Mystique was because of the makeup.
Yeah, I was gonna say
she didn't like doing the makeup for every movie.
I don't blame her. That's a lot.
It's a lot. It is a lot. Probably 12 hours of makeup. Like let's be real.
Stupid.
It's a lot. Channing Tatum. That's the one I got up and screamed like a little girl for. Big fan of Channing Tatum. Big fan of Gambit. I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Got a Spider-Man tattoo. But Gambit is by far my other favorite Marvel character.
Are you upset at all? Which, granted, like they said, there's still more to announce.
Yes.
Spider-Man not being announced. First off, do you think they're safe? Like I said to you before, you can't give out the whole dinner and dessert at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I feel like he will be a surprise role in there, maybe.
Yeah, I do too. Like I said in the very beginning, fans are disappointed. You're going to have that. They know that. They knew what they were doing. They knew people were going to be pissed off. So clearly you can't make it was a 5-hour live stream. You can't make a 12-hour live stream and announce to everyone.
Yeah.
You really can't and satisfy everyone. They would have been way more pissed off than they are now. So I think there's more to come. I do think Spider-Man will show up. I don't think he will have a major role. I think he will see that Doctor Doom is a Tony Stark variant.
Yes.
Get depressed, kind of step away, go back to New York. If that's still there, who knows if they're doing Battleworld. I don't know. From the leaks that I have seen, this was 7 months ago.
Oh my
and
God.
the movies change like that. I
Yeah.
mean, Sadie Sink was just casted in Spider-Man. Who knows who she'll be playing? If they do Battleworld, she'd be a perfect MJ.
She would.
Or Gwen Stacy. Give
Yeah.
her a blonde wig. Who knows? But I think Spider-Man will show up. Same with Doctor Strange and all that. I think Spider-Man will have a role. I think he will be depressed. And that will lead away to him getting the symbiote suit. We have had it teased multiple times.
Because it's in that universe, ain't it?
I have not seen Venom Let There Be or Last Dance. I think they did capture that because they were trying to capture all the symbiote suits.
Yeah.
Granted, that's not on our universe. That is a different universe.
Oh shit.
Maybe they can retcon it. I don't know.
What if that's what if it was on the X-Men universe? We just didn't know the X-Men were there.
That would be cool. That would be badass.
The Last Dance is on Netflix. So
I've seen that.
It was an okay movie. People overreacted for how like they said, "Oh, this is awful." It's not that bad. It's a fucking Marvel movie.
Right.
Venom.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Me and my nephew were gonna go see it. We just never had the time to go see it. Dallas, if you're watching, We can watch that tonight if you want.
Yeah, you should, honestly, because I think we're going to watch the Japan scene.
Yeah, Japan Sinks 2020. If you guys haven't seen that, go watch that. That is straight away from superheroes and shit. If you like depressing balls to the wall anime, go watch that. That is a crazy show. It is fucking hilarious at times when it's not even meaning to be.
Yes.
People die left and right. It is a anime with so much crazy shit happening, catastrophes happening, earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes blowing up. And then you have an old man in a fucking supermarket protecting his food because the world is going to shit, and he shoots a little kid with an arrow. And a dad is trying to dig up holes for potatoes and shovels a landmine and just blows up. Just blows up. Crazy as hell. But going back to Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I do think he'll show up. And I think being that Tony Stark or Victor Von Doom is a variant lookalike of Tony Stark, I think he will be depressed because we know how he was in
No Way Home.
Was it No Way Home?
We talking when he was like, everywhere I look, he's always there.
Yeah.
Yes, because it was like yeah.
There's Homecoming.
It was,
what's the second one called?
No Way Home. Nope.
That's the third one.
Far From Home.
Far From Home. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Far From Home
Mysterio
takes place after Endgame. We've seen how depressed he was. Imagine him seeing his mentor, and he's evil. That would make me depressed.
It's gonna be.
If I seen Lemillion, and that motherfucker was an evil version of Lemillion, man,
we need
bite the dust.
Yeah, we need they have to do it. They're going to have an interaction to where he'll be like, yo, whoa, like.
Right. And
then it'll just, boom.
They have something. To. And getting back to what I was saying like 7 months ago.
Yeah.
There was a plot leak, and there's always plot leaks, you know. People are right, people are wrong, people are lying just to get views and clicks. You know how the internet is. But they were saying that Spider-Man takes place after Doomsday. If that is true, maybe that's one reason Spider-Man wasn't casted. I mean, casting Tom Holland, pretty big name.
Yes.
Pretty big name. I mean, he's in the Odyssey movie that's coming out with the dude who made Oppenheimer. I forget his name.
Not Neil. Is it Neil?
No, I don't think so. But he's going to be in that. He's Spider-Man. I mean, for God's sake, he's Spider-Man. So if you want to announce anyone, everyone knows Spider-Man. So, but I'm getting sidetracked. I think he'll show up, get depressed, and that will lead away into him getting the symbiote suit.
That would be sick. I'm not going to lie.
I kind of like your theory where maybe the symbiote suit is on the X-Men world and it bleeds into it. Who knows? But I think that will lead into Spider-Man getting the symbiote suit. If you guys don't know, the first appearance with symbiote suit with Spider-Man, not Venom, because they were two different things before. If you guys didn't know that, nerd shit. He gets a symbiote suit, first appearance in Secret Wars, which is the second movie of Doomsday. I don't think he will get it in Secret Wars. I think that's too obvious to comic fans in general that know comic stuff but like aren't really comic fans.
They'll twist it up to where
they got to twist it up for sure. And I think Doomsday will lead into symbiote or Spider-Man getting the symbiote suit, and then lead into Battle World, which will lead into Spider-Man 4.
I think it's gonna be sick. I'm not gonna lie. I did see because they're filming Spider-Man 4 in London.
Yeah,
which
out of all places, we've already been there.
Especially after, what do you call it? After the events of Far From Home.
Yeah, Far From Home takes place in London. So
that, and then you go back to No Way Home, and now nobody remembers his name unless it's for college. That's the only way I can see it. The college is taking a trip to London.
Yeah,
and it's like, all right, we're just doing a Far From Home, but now something, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know who the villain would be in this movie.
Could be Black Cat. But
It
if
very
it's,
well could be, because I bet that's what she's playing, which,
right.
granted, she's an anti-hero. If she's the main villain, that's pissing me off.
I don't think it will be. Spoiler warning. I have not watched all the episodes of Daredevil.
Same.
What's it called? Daredevil
Born Again?
Born Again, yeah. But I do keep up with YouTubers who have seen it. Shout out 3C Films. He says, and don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure he says, because he watched all episodes, you know, being a content creator and all, that the end of Born Again can lead into Spider-Man 4.
Oh.
So I don't know. I know Spider-Man does not show up. Spider-Man does not have rights, live action wise, to show up in TV shows.
That's so stupid.
Fun little fact. Yeah, very stupid, if you ask me.
I hate you, Sony, even though I'm using a Sony camera.
Yeah.
I'm using two, right?
But, yeah, I think the villain may be Kingpin. Who knows?
That would be nice.
That's a good villain because, like I was telling you a couple days ago on Discord, Spider-Man hasn't had a Spider-Man villain.
True.
He has. You know, the Vulture, Spider-Man villain. But this Vulture, no. Tony Stark driven. He had Tony Stark tech. That's how he made his wings, all that. Mysterio was embarrassed by Tony Stark, so he wanted Tony Stark glasses. And No Way From Home, not a single Spider-Man villain was his villain.
Yeah.
They were Andrew's and Toby's. So it's about time that you give Tom Holland a true villain.
And he has no backup at all helping him
Yeah.
in this whole thing.
Yes.
Like, what was it? Spider-Man Homecoming. He had some help from Tony, the tech of the suit.
Yes.
And then Tony helping, which granted he did do most of it by himself,
Yeah.
but he didn't have the tech.
No.
Or he had the tech to help him a lot. Then you got Far From Home, the glasses that helped out a lot.
Nick Fury.
And Nick Fury,
Which was not Nick.
no,
That we found out it was what are those mutants called?
Scroll.
The Skrulls, yeah. But still, I mean, that's not Tom Holland doing it by himself.
Yep. And then, but now that they erased everything,
He's alone.
He's alone. Finally, he's all by himself.
True Peter Parker.
A true
Peter Parker. No friends, loved ones. Even Aunt May's dead, which is a shocker to do because in a lot of comic lines, she's alive. So for him being actually alone, a depressive, early 20s male, that is Peter Parker.
Yes.
And
100%.
I'm excited to see him take his journey alone. And I just really hope that I hope Andrew and Tony don't show up, or Andrew and Toby don't show up.
No, he needs.
I
to
love
do
them,
this alone.
but if they do the battle world, it's most likely they aren't going to show up. Am I going to complain? No.
No,
Like I said, I got Andrew Garfield Spider-Man tattooed on my leg, and that's there forever. So I'm not complaining, but I would just like to see him do his own thing for once.
It would be very nice. What else do you got on your notes there? Because I feel like we've got a lot of what we were going to talk about, and I feel like there's just a couple more small things, if anything.
Let's see.
I'm not gonna be this one small thing because I've seen some people complain like, how come Deadpool's not showing up? It's like, hey, he doesn't need to show up.
No, he doesn't.
Like, I get it, he did the whole like time jump and all that shit, but he does not need to show up.
And same with Wolverine, Hugh Jackman. Like, I get it. You know, you're gonna have variations of these X-Men show up, but listen, you watch Deadpool. Wolverine's variations of the X-Men are dead.
Yeah.
Deadpool don't have no X-Men. Right now. I mean, yeah, he does in the comics and everything, but that's Task Force X, I believe is what he calls his allies or something like that.
Yeah, I want to say yes.
Like Cyclops or not Cyclops, fuck. Whatever.
Are you talking X-Force?
X-Force. That's what it was. X-Force, yeah. So that's not the X-Men.
No,
you know?
That was Bob.
And if anything, I mean, Deadpool's killed the X-Men, so him and Hugh Jackman don't need to show up. They have their own
No.
team on right now, and throwing them in the bunch would just kind of like retcon.
To be honest, they had their happy ending.
Yeah, they had a perfect
To be honest,
happy ending.
the ending, they ended it, and there's kind of no need to bring them back in a way.
I think they'll show up in Secret Wars.
This would be really cool if something happened where this led to him killing Marvel Universe.
That would be crazy.
They would never do it.
No.
Because haunting to all the kids
Yeah,
and whatnot.
for sure.
I want to see it, but they just won't do it.
Another thing I have that we haven't talked about, Namor
Yo,
coming back.
nice.
Pretty excited for that. Granted, I did not see Black Panther 2, but I have always been a fan of Namor. I play him sometimes in Marvel Rivals. Really cool character. So for him to show up again, that's interesting.
Yeah, that'll be a nice comeback for sure.
Oh, Sentry showing up, which is the main villain in Thunderbolts.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
All the Thunderbolt characters are making an appearance
Bro.
except Taskmaster.
I hated. First off, I fucking can't stand this Taskmaster. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too. It's very.
it's cool. They do a
very
little spin
shitty.
to it. But fuck, bro. What is this?
Yeah.
I am pissed they announced some of the. They could have definitely switched out some names from the Thunderbolts until after the Thunderbolts came out.
Yeah.
Like, you did not have to tell me
They're-
these guys are gonna be alive.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. Like Red Guardian.
I love Red Guardian.
Dude, I love the dude who plays Red Guardian. What the fuck's his name? David Harbour?
Yes.
Harbour or something like that. The dude who plays Hopper in
Yeah.
Stranger Things. Love his portrayal as Red Guardian. But yeah, I agree. They did not have to put the entire fucking cast. And like, I get it. Maybe that's why some people are upset. They're definitely not upset because of that.
No, but now you
But-
go into the movie like they're fine. They're fine.
Yeah,
They're okay.
you can literally pick out who's dead and who's gonna
Who could die? and
Yeah, who could die? Yeah.
They took away the fun on that, or took away any like, oh, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Yeah. But I am shocked that Sentry's going to show up. Sentry's a very powerful character.
So
Very powerful.
There was a thing to where they were saying how he. I don't know too much about him, but I know there's like a dark version of him,
Yeah.
and they're saying that they're gonna kind of do a Thanos with Vision, but Doctor Doom with Sentry. Like Doctor Doom is gonna be going for Sentry to get him in his power
makes sense.
to help take over. So they're gonna kind of like protect Sentry, like what they did. They're gonna do a Thanos Vision and
Okay.
Doom in that. I saw one person's prediction for that. I could see it. It'd be interesting. But I don't know too much about Sentry, so I don't know what he could do besides in the trailer. He just turns people into shadows, which is wildly dark.
Yeah, he's basically like an unhinged child with a very crazy power. And be like given like a top, kind of like Monster Girl. in a
Oh,
way.
yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but there's a Invincible comic line where it has nothing to do with the regular timeline. It's just like a one-off kind of thing, like most comics do. And there's a variant of Monster Girl. She's like a toddler, and she becomes the monster version, and she can't control herself. So that's basically what Sentry is.
Okay.
Sentry can control his powers, but there's like a switch to him. And when he goes evil, I'm pretty sure he's not able to control it. And that's like him going the shadow formed.
I got you.
So I could see Doctor Doom
going
for him. Yeah,
to get him on his side.
Yeah, for
in a
sure.
way.
That's definitely a number for him.
Yeah. Well, who else you got in there that you were surprised? Also, Brino. I think it's Brino Bars. What up? He just typed in the chat, yo, yo, yo. First
Brian.
All right.
Cyclops.
That's going to
I know
be
we
sick.
talked about that a little bit, but with Hugh Jackman getting his comic suit,
Accurate suit.
I will shit a brick
Well,
if
that's
Cyclops gets his suit.
did you look it up when I said, like, I think it was leaked.
I tried
It
to.
could be AI.
The only thing I really found was
I realized my music stopped playing.
the version of Deadpool Wolverine is where he was leaked to be, and that was fake.
That could have been it then, to be honest.
Yeah, because he's in the blue and yellow.
Yep.
Yeah, fake. Unfortunately, AI generated. Yeah.
Okay.
AI generated.
Bro, AI has got me twice today.
Yeah, with the fucking Yellowstone bears.
Have you seen these Yellowstone? All these bears are on the road blocking people from coming in. What do they know that we don't know? And then by the time I figured it out, you already messaged me like, hey, that's AI. Like, fuck.
Dude, when you sent me that, I immediately looked it up, and I was like, Is he for real? I was like, there's no shadows in the road.
I didn't have time to do any research.
It was funny.
Oh my god! And then this, I was like, yo, he's gonna lose his mind when he sees this image.
Dude, yeah, no, I did see that. I did lose my mind. In fact, it was 2 years ago when I seen it though, for Deadpool Wolverine. Very disappointed.
Yeah. Who else we got in here?
Nightcrawler's
gonna be
Alan
sick.
Cumming. He did what?
What?
Yeah, Alan came. Alan Cumming is reprising his role as Nightcrawler. Very excited. Very, very excited. Glad to see a lot of the X-Men characters are reprising the role. You know, you got Professor X, Patrick Stewart, Nightcrawler, Alan Cumming. Alan did what? Rebecca Rummagen, which is the regular Mystique girl.
Yeah.
Cyclops, and then Channing Tatum, which is dope.
We pretty much got the whole X-Men team. If they do go the route of X-Men versus Avengers, I think the reason they haven't given out most of the Avengers is mainly for the fact of there really is no Avengers right now.
No, there's really not.
It's just a bunch of random heroes, which I want to bring this up because Thor's coming back in this, which is going to be awesome.
Very excited.
I think what's going to be very interesting about this is Thor's going to come back to Earth, completely new Avengers, and be like, oh.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I feel like he's going to be like, oh, I'm in charge.
Yeah.
It'll be him versus it's Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
His Captain America. It's going to be like, oh, no, I'm in charge. So
I mean, Anthony Mackie doesn't even have the fucking soldier syndrome or soldier
serum.
Yeah, there you
whatever.
Go. Whatever the fuck it's called.
I have not watched the new Captain America movie, but I am very interested in on how the fuck he fights the Hulk. Red Hulk out of all of the Hulks.
Red Hulk's weakness is blades.
What do you mean blades? Like
blades
fucking knives?
Blades can pierce the skin.
God damn it.
Yeah. So,
his wings.
Captain America also has the Falcon wings.
God
so
damn it.
That would be interesting to see. I have not seen the movie.
I haven't seen it either.
I'm
waiting for it to come out on Disney Plus.
Yeah. Need to get my sister's Disney Plus again so I can watch The Simpsons.
It's been out for like a month.
The movie?
Yeah.
On Disney Plus or
no?
Okay,
it came out in February 14th.
Oh yeah, man! My sister's seen it for Valentine's Day actually with her boyfriend and his family.
I saw it was like you could go to the theater. Oh shit! Trying to play a short. Anyway, what else you got?
Yeah, no Chris Pratt as we talked about, which is kind of disappointing because of the leaked photos we've seen, and give or take, with those leaked photos, maybe that's why they didn't announce Doctor Strange, Spider-Man. Spider-Man wasn't in the leaked photos, but still Chris Pratt.
You can go watch the movie still in theaters.
Holy shit. And
we if you want 10 p.m. tonight.
I'm good. We got Fortnite to play.
Exactly.
Little kids, watch out. We coming for you on Fortnite.
Yeah.
No build mode.
No build.
Yeah, what do you think? You think Wanda will show up at all?
So there was a comic that came out. I don't know. Fuck. I really got to look this up now. But there was a comic that came out that showed Wanda was. Oh, it was a TVA comic. She got saved from the TVA. Don't fucking quote me on this. Actually, I need to do research on it, but I'm just going on. She's in a fucking like little prison cube thing at the TVA right now.
In a comic?
I think in the comic, I got this is too big of a fucking thing to not to fuck up.
I mean,
really.
it makes sense because you can't kill Wanda. I mean, Wanda, dude, Mommy Milker's Wanda. That's Elizabeth Olsen or Olsen. Is her
Bro,
name?
did you ever see?
She's a great actress and she plays Wanda fucking perfectly.
She is a fucking yeah.
And I mean, with her kids too now being in like alive, looking for her. Well, her son. I didn't watch Agatha,
I didn't either.
but I did see they introduced Death, which is played by Aubrey. I forget her name.
Fuck, I don't remember her name either.
She's in like Bad Grandpa and shit. And Zac Efron and
Brian says, so I literally don't know much but the basics in Marvel Rivals. So when will we get Squirrel Girl?
yeah, Squirrel Girl. That's your main.
When do you think we'll get Squirrel Girl?
Never.
Young Avengers, maybe.
Maybe. I want Jeff.
Yes, we need Jeff.
Squirrel Girl. Psylocke. I'm surprised Psylocke hasn't been announced with them doing the OG characters because pretty sure she's in the OG X-Men, if I'm not mistaken. That or she's in New Mutants, something like that. Or no, I'm thinking of the blonde chick.
So it was a TVA comic book.
Okay.
And the TVA comic writer has made a confirmation on whether the Scarlet Witch is from the MCU. Someone commented, is this Elizabeth Olsen's Scarlet Witch? He replied, yep.
Who did?
The writer.
The writer?
The writer replied and was like, yep.
Wow. Well, I mean, that does get into something I was going to say. I have seen that. Yeah, hold on. Let me get up.
No, you're good.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, that's her from the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, so literally pretty much what it is that like they Marvel just confirmed a major MCU theory with the help from the TVA. So it was like right when the buildings were collapsing, they took her.
I had a theory when the movie first came out that probably happened.
I was like, it was pretty much what it was. It's the rule, off-screen death means it didn't happen.
That too, and the TVA definitely knows that when you cause too much destruction on timelines, and she did have the Darkhold.
she did a lot.
She had the Darkhold, which is the book that made her
all powerful, basically.
all powerful Wanda, the one we know, Maximoff Wanda.
The one who could control another version of herself from another universe sitting in a room.
Yeah.
And take out the Illuminati.
Exactly.
Of another universe.
Exactly.
Wild.
So when you jump multiverses and you cause mayhem and destruction, as we see him with Deadpool, he was captured by the TVA. So I bet Wanda was too.
Yes, I could definitely see that.
With that comic you just showed me, with leaks from what I've been seeing for the past year, Wanda is not going to be in Doomsday or Secret Wars.
It makes sense in a way of you can't show how fucking powerful this character is and then be like, and then to get her shit whopped.
Yeah.
You can't do that. But it does suck a little bit, to be honest.
It does suck.
It would be cool to see a Scarlet Witch versus this Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
But I could also see, because, I mean, Thanos went toe-to-toe with her pretty easily.
Yeah, but she didn't have the Darkhold. And she wasn't her true potential full Wanda that we know and love.
So this would be literally the scenario. You have the ultimate supreme Doom versus the ultimate fucking version of Wanda. It would be just a nuke battle at that point. But yeah. No, I mean, that's fair. She's not in the movie. It would just, the plot armor is not enough for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Doctor Strange, though, At the end of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, we see him get approached by
This fucking bad CGI eyeball.
I forget who the woman was.
I have no idea who the woman was.
I know. Don't hold me accountable for not remembering her name. There are so many notes on my phone that I can't remember everyone. But he jumps into the
It's like
space-time continuum kind of thing, and she says he needs his help. Doctor Strange is going to be in the movie.
Yeah,
he has
to
be. He has to be. But yeah, I think he'll show up. If it is a variation of him, I do believe, because there's definitely a lot of these characters that were announced are variations. Clearly, all the X-Men are variations. I mean, Patrick Stewart, Professor X is dead.
Yeah.
Magneto's character by now is definitely dead. It's been forever since I've seen it, but I don't hold me accountable. Because I haven't seen those movies in so long. I don't know if he's alive. I'm pretty sure he's probably dead. The Beast is clearly alive. Granted, we don't know if that's a variation of the Beast from the 2000s or if it's a different variation. Like I said with my theory, I think that the Beast at the end of the Marvels has his own X-Men team, and all the X-Men that were announced for this movie are on his world. So hopefully that's true. I don't know, but time will tell.
There's definitely a lot more time that we'll get more names and we'll get more.
Oh, for sure.
Images, I bet, because leaks are a new. There's no more leaks. There's holes in the fucking boat at this point now in the world. Leaks were very, very uncommon, and now it's just so easy.
And it's also you can't trust so many sources nowadays.
Mm-mm.
Like I said, it's YouTube, it's Twitter, it's clicks.
TikTok.
I want this.
It's mainly TikTok because that's it gets me all the fucking time.
And yeah, with AI now, it's like shit, dude. You can cause some mayhem with AI. Like I could see some girlfriends and boyfriends going crazy over some fake shit they may think is real. So who knows what they could do with that? But
I was convinced that there was bears blocking the road
in a road with no shadows, and that was fucking hilarious.
Well, you got anything else on your notes? Do we got?
Let me see. Let me see if there's anyone else. I know we mentioned this earlier, but Loki coming back. For those who have not seen Loki season 2,
I have not.
So
I need to, but I've been leaked enough to where I kind of think I know what happens.
He kind of sacrificed himself in a way.
That's what it looked like.
He's alive and well, but he's holding the multiverse together.
Yeah.
I think Doctor Doom is going to be going for him.
Yeah,
clearly,
I can see it.
Clearly, because he's holding the multiverse together. If he wants to bring Battleworld in, he's going to need to get this anchor. Not anchor, but you get what I mean.
He's holding it down.
Yeah, he's holding it down. He's going to need to remove the threat that's holding everything together, and that's Loki.
That would be sick. Yeah, that would only make sense to how everyone would come together. What do you think? Like he takes them out and it like he rips it apart because I know he's holding it. Mm-hmm. It rips it apart and then it just slingshots all these worlds smashing together. And then that's how we get the X-Men and whatnot. I'm waiting for us to say something here and it happens. We can go back to it and be like, we have a timestamp of what happened and we called it.
Right. I mean, I hope that's not the case. It probably is in a way because all these characters, less than they're going the Infinity War route and Endgame route, and they're going to have their own teams and, which could happen with the concept art with Chris Pratt and the little daycare Avengers is what we'll call them, preschoolers. What was I gonna say? Oh, a bunch of these characters, they ain't gonna have a bunch of screen time.
No, that's the other thing. It's too many people,
and that sucks. With it getting back to Loki talk, I want him and Thor to have interactions, and I don't think they will. I don't think they will.
Do you think for another time Loki dies?
Yeah. And this time he's dead. No, I don't know. I think to start it off, if you really want to be the kicker, he does get into the multiverse somehow, some way. Dr. Doom does. Maybe we'll see that through the events of Fantastic Four.
True.
But his first target has to be Loki. Has to be. I mean, he's holding the multiverse together. Dr. Doom's plan is definitely Battleworld through the concept art. Secret Wars 2. If you guys don't know the Secret Wars comic line, there's multiple versions, but I think they're doing the 2015 version.
Kirsten just commented, 2 nerds talking in my basement.
Yeah. But no, I think Loki is going to bite the dust.
For good this time.
For real this time. And the way they ended season 2, I don't think there's going to be a third one. Money talks. Money does talk. But I don't think there'll be a season 3. And I think the reason there won't be season 3 is because the way they ended it and the actions of Doomsday. I think Loki will die.
I don't know. The more we talk about it, the more I'm just hyped to get back into the theater for it, because I feel like this is gonna be like what sucks is that the movies are not the same anymore, and this is gonna be the first time since Endgame, the movies will be packed full. I guess also Spider-Man, but I think Endgame was bigger. It's gonna be packed full of all these Marvel nerds and whatnot.
Oh yeah, dude.
For it. It'll be the first time since Endgame, I believe. I'm so excited.
No Way
for
Home.
It. No Way Home.
No Way Home. Shout out Drake and Bryant. Me and Drake saw No Way Home, I think 2 days early.
Damn.
He had like a membership kind of thing, and they were doing a special screening at AMC.
I just canceled my AMC subscription shit.
I tell you, that theater was sold out. I was, oh my God. Everyone and their brother was jumping up and down. Popcorn was flying. Motherfucker did a front flip in the front. Like,
that's literally the moment of like, you're in a fucking, this is a, what do they call it? It's like not a culture, but like this is a moment in history. Like people will, like, I was there for that. And I think that's what I'm most excited for, because it's like I was here for this. And this is
for
gonna
sure.
be the best.
I can remember who the people I saw Endgame with. I can remember going to the theater to see Endgame, Infinity War, all that. Like you said, it's like a culture kind of thing. It's more of a like appreciation, like a history milestone in a way.
I fucked up hard when we went to go see Endgame, or it was Infinity War. No, maybe it was Endgame. Nope, it was Infinity War. It was Infinity War is before the theater had assigned seats.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It was
I fucking hated that.
You hate assigned seats, or
no?
you,
I hate
before you had to get there.
Yeah.
Early.
Now that we have assigned seats,
It's so much better.
like high school and grade school, dude, it's so much
I
better.
can buy my seat like
Dude,
right now.
Yeah, that's what I always do, man. I make sure I get my seats before I get to the movie theater.
A1. What does that mean? Zayna said this camera quality is A1.
A1 means like really good.
Awesome. Was about to ask y'all to hop on Fortnite. LOL. Well, to be honest, I did tell John we'd be done by 7:00.
And
It's
we don't have to be done by 7. Oh, it's 7:56. Holy shit. I will be on though.
yeah, we'll be on.
Once I'm home for sure.
Where I was going at with it. So the line was already fucking long.
Oh yeah.
when we showed up, and we showed up a fucking like 30 minutes early, which, to be honest, I could have expected it, but I was like, there's no way.
I think this was Infinity War because I don't know, maybe it wasn't.
It was Infinity War.
It probably was Endgame because I was just thinking of No Way Home.
No, it was Infinity War. Good. Bro needs to sleep. Bedtime now. What do you mean bedtime now? There ain't no bedtime.
It ain't fucking bedtime. You better stay on.
You better stay on.
We need to see what kind of white car is that in Fortnite that she has.
The Porsche.
We need to see the Porsche. We need to see that fucking Porsche driving.
So we're in line.
Carried.
We're in line, and I noticed there's a new line starting right by the doors, and I'm kind of like, "Yo, bro, I think we need to go stand over there."
Yeah.
Because that line's gonna go in first. No, the line we were in, they sent them in first.
Oh.
And we moved over there. Like, no, they're right by the fucking door. They're gonna do it.
Yeah.
They noticed it. They saw that line just formed again, so they sent the first line.
Oh man.
And I was getting death stares. It was Austin and Dylan.
And that was before assigned seats.
This was before assigned seats, and they were death stares. I'm like, bro, I'm so sorry. We got a middle seat.
Oh, nice.
Which towards
Optimal
the bottom,
seating.
it was Big D. It was towards the bottom,
big screen still,
but middle.
Yeah.
I told him, like, hey, we actually got some pretty good fucking seats. I won't, like, don't be mad at me no more. And they were like, okay, we're good now.
And it was like elbows to elbows.
Yes. No, it was packed.
Sold out.
It was sold out for sure. But I fucking I fucked it up so hard almost.
Damn. Fuck, I was going to say something. I can't remember what character I was going to bring up. Yeah, I like the assigned seating.
Yes,
now,
assigned seating is
at
awesome.
first I didn't like it. At first I was like, what the fuck? I'm just going to sit wherever I want, especially if the movie theater's not packed. But now that, you can order your tickets online, pick your seat online, I always go for optimal seating. I'll buy my tickets in a day in advance, 2 days in advance.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Normally, like, as soon as the Avengers movie comes out, for available.
If I could buy tickets right now, I would.
Bro.
Okay. Well, no, we talked about that.
I feel like we talked about it a lot, but we were kind of scattered.
Yeah, we were. But I mean, that's
it happened. We got everything we wanted to talk about. We've been planning this, talking about it for a couple days.
Yeah. So main thing, if you're upset about the way they did it, please tell me how you wish they did it.
Yeah.
Did you want all 20 fucking actors and actresses to line up outside the studio and walk in? Hey, I'm in the movie. Hey, I'm in the movie. Hey. No, this was a perfect way to do it.
Imagine if they had them all walk in character.
Yeah, the costume and shit.
That's what they wanted.
That's what they wanted.
Them to
they wanted to see Cyclops in the blue and yellow outfit. They wanted to see Beast as the CGI on a fucking YouTube live stream.
We needed the Thing to walk in.
Yeah, we needed what's his name? I forget his name. That's playing him. We needed Joseph Quinn.
The chef.
What's his name?
I don't know. He's the chef on The Bear, I believe.
Is he?
I think he's the cousin.
The dude from Stranger Things?
No. In the Bear. Oh no. I was
the Thane. The Thane. Yeah.
Human Torch. He was fucking
Eddie Munson.
Eddie. Oh, that.
Chrissy, wake up.
That's a whole nother rant on how that ruined the show for me.
The
fan base.
Yeah, the fan base. Have you seen the TikToks where like girls are like
they reenact the nerd and balls and baskets or something stupid.
Well, some of them are they're like, Eddie's coming back. He's not dead.
Bro,
I'm emo. Like, oh my god, I relate to him so much.
I hate that if they bring him back, that's such a pointless fucking death that he had.
Well, I know we want to start a D&D thing.
Yeah, true.
But Vecna's right-hand man is a vampire. And Eddie died by bats.
Oh, shit!
That's one way, and he needs a new host. And he needs help because he's very weak. I don't like the theory because, like you said, it does
ruin
his sacrifice and the Dustin and him moment, especially when
he had the amazing concert and it was so fucking sick.
Yeah, that too. Well, even when, like Dustin goes up to his uncle and he's like, Eddie sacrificed himself, and he's not this asshole everyone says he is.
And now he's going to come back just fucking murking people.
Hey, Dustin, remember me? I'm evil now. But no, straying away again like we do. I think the people who are fucking upset are just a bunch of fucking crybabies. Go cry somewhere else. Marvel's back.
Yes, it is 100% back right now.
Mark my words, but I think this movie is going to be bigger than Endgame. Not just because Tony Stark's back. Huh? What?
Nip slip.
Oh shit! Really? let me hide those. Don't look. That'd be a $5 donation for everyone that's in chat.
That was. Yeah.
If not, we're going to go back and censor that next time you want to watch the video.
Do you think this is where they end the Marvel?
No.
After Secret Wars,
they're not ending it.
I mean, there is a lot of, but I feel like it's almost like holy.
This
shit.
is a start to them bringing in the mutants. This is a start to where they are going to bring in the mutants.
Oh yeah, I guess they have the whole X-Men they can they can reshoot.
I don't know what they'll do. With the mutants, they definitely have a gauntlet of villains that they can knock off. I mean, they can go back to Kane.
True.
If they really wanted to, they can go back to Kane. Obviously, give or take 5-6 years, because people will remember it. People remember Jonathan Mayers and the allegations that came with that shit.
Yeah, which. I mean, he did. What is it? They found the girl. It was all like
he beat his wife.
Well, okay, that was the allegations, but I think he was proven innocent.
I think he was, maybe.
So I think it was one of those her word over. I don't know. I'm not getting into it.
I mean, the way she treated him, I would have beat her. That's for sure. She's a pretty lady. But did you see Paul Rudd's little chair?
Yeah, the little Ant-Man chair.
Little Ant-Man chair. That
awesome.
was great. How you motherfucking crybaby losers are crying when you have something as great as a little chair for Paul Rudd's Ant-Man, and you're gonna complain.
I fucking love Paul Rudd.
But that's not comic accurate. His chair should have been this tiny.
It should
not
have been
this tiny.
Very much tiny.
I know what tiny means. I'm very, very familiar.
Zayna, Knuckles
5'7".
Knuckles FM, more like Knuckles OF.
You said it. Like I said, hey, since you've seen my nip slip, Zayna, next time a cool skin comes in Fortnite,
yeah, I was gonna say, gift them
I
some
expect.
skin.
I showed you something. Show me some. Show me some love. Give me that skin.
Do you think we covered it all?
I think we got it all.
We could go on for another hour.
Yeah, I could go on for another hour.
We'll just wait for the next update, and then we'll do another one of these.
Yeah, for sure. That sounds good.
All right, John, where can they follow you at?
I only let me see. I don't know my Instagram. That is my main source of
John's about to be a writer.
Yeah.
He's writing up stories and whatnot, scripts.
You're right. I am. I am. I like writing dark tales, horror stories, and anime stories. So if that's your kind of thing, I don't post that on my Instagram, but one day your boy's going to be a writer, producing, everything like that. But you can follow me on Instagram at JJ_the_writer.
There you go. Go give him
me a follow.
Give him a follow.
DM me.
You already saw his nip, so just go ahead and ask for his Venmo.
First love. If you saw my nips, I don't let many people see them.
Venmo will also be down in the description.
Yeah, my Cash App is the same, so feel free.
All right, well, thank you guys for watching. A lot discussed for sure. We'll, like we said before, there will be more to come. Whenever more gets announced, we'll definitely probably come back and do another one.
Most definitely.
But no, this was a lot of fun. Glad you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe. We'll see you down below. Comment down below your thoughts on what you think Marvel's going to do and if it's back, because Marvel is back.
Marvel is back.
All right.
Indeed.
Bye-bye.
Peace, y'all.